Hey, welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is the 21st of October 2018 and I'm here today for your daily tarot reading. It's a little bit late, so some of these energies are going to run into tomorrow anyway, so it's always perfect whenever you watch it. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, then this isn't late. So, it's all about perspective. It's all about understanding that all we really have is each moment anyway. And linear time is an illusion. And that kind of, it's hard to kind of sort of conceptualize that sometimes, that everything is happening now, just right now. Everything else, away from the present moment, away from you watching me filming this. Yeah, it's an illusion. So today, like I say every day, this is a completely general reading. I'm just feeling into the general astrological energies, the aspects that are around, where the moon is, where the sun is. Just general. I'm just learning astrology. I'm by no means an expert. I have just scraped the surface of astrology, but it's super exciting and I love it. I'm passionate about it. So yeah, I'm excited about learning more. So we have, then I'm just, we have the sun and Libra opposing Uranus and Taurus today. Taurus is all about the physical sensations. Something's really you're going to feel something new in your body. There's going to be a shift, a feeling of, I'm hearing sensuality, that's Taurus. Heightened sensuality around what relationships mean to you, how do you define relationships? Or don't define relationships. There's an epiphany regarding relationships and what you want from relationships, and it's very unique, it's radical, because the sun is all about vitality and expression, self-expression. So the light is shining today on everyone expressing their individuality in a progressive way, and I feel like it's to do with relationships and just not having expectations, of being more present with who you're with and honoring each other's freedom. Today, if you got the choice between a conservative approach or a radical approach, the energies are saying go with the radical approach today. So we have the moon in Pisces, trining Mercury in Scorpio, so a lot of hidden information. You have the psychic ability to read between the lines, with regard to relationships, to really feel into how someone else is feeling. And if you're really clear in your energy, they're going to be pretty much a reflection of you. It's just a question of whether you like the reflection you're seeing. And any psychic messages that come through today are really going to underpin that Uranus, Taurus, Sun and Libra aspect of, is this what I want? Am I able to express myself uniquely within this connection? Can I tell the other exactly what awareness I just came to? Can I be fully honest in what I'm feeling and the messages that I'm picking up on? Or do I need to sort of just tiptoe around all that because you're not sure that this person will be receptive to your receptive to your guidance, your intuition, your awareness of them. You know, are they open to being fully transparent and vulnerable and completely open and intimate with you? Or do they still have walls around them? And you'll know this, you'll be able to read between the lines to whether you go full disclosure or you keep that element of mystery, Scorpio. Because we also have the moon in Pisces sextiling Pluto and Capricorn, so there's deep transformation here, and Mercury is also sextiling Pluto. So yeah, there's a real energy of transformation after you uncover some hidden information. Seeing into the hidden motivations of others and really sit with how you think about connections and communicating with other people in an intimate bond or just platonic, just loved ones, friends. There's a feeling of transforming the way you think about all of your relationships today. We also have Venus sextiling Saturn and Capricorn. So there's a bit of a reality check, a sobering reality check that comes up today. It could be a feeling of needing to meet responsibilities before romance. But we also have Venus and Scorpio trine to Neptune and Pisces. This is really romantic energy. But Venus is in retrograde, so it's that sobering reality check could be that one thing that you're like, no, I'm not doing relationships this way. I don't like how I'm feeling really restricted and bound and limited by this relationship. I choose to go my own way. I choose to liberate myself. I choose to be free and independent. So that's the Venus in retrograde. And then the flip side of that is because Venus is sextiling Saturn. Saturn is long term. So this could be about long-term commitments that actually can happen while this aspect is around. But because Saturn is in Capricorn and Pluto is in Capricorn as well, and Venus is to do with finances and money, there is the ability to really create some long-term financial structures moving towards your goals that can lead to great prosperity here. Especially having like Mercury and Scorpio sextiling Pluto and Capricorn as well, and the moon in Pisces, using your psychic, intuitive, receptive abilities to understand people better, people that you're in business with, people that you're in a collaborative group with, because we also have Mercury squared Mars in Aquarius. Aquarius is all about the group, the social group, the collaborations for humanitarian work. There's the ability to uncover hidden agendas and dynamics within a group. Can be very, very assertive with your thoughts and your feelings. So you need to be a little bit careful, because assertiveness could easily turn to aggressiveness. There's a lot of water here that can, extinguish that fiery element of Mars. Yeah. Anything else? I'm just sitting with this. I'm feeling there's a transformative energy surrounding really accepting your psychic abilities, I'm hearing. You're accepting that deep inner knowing. That is it's okay to be uniquely yourself. And when you do accept that, there seems to be a shift here with Pluto. There's a rebirth into a more beautiful you, I'm hearing, a more grounded you, a more authentic you, a more vulnerable and open you. And then you're able to meet someone on that level as well. Or just meet everyone that you connect with on that level, so you really allow them that clear reflection of what it means to be unique and authentic. And it lights the way for them to feel comfortable in doing that themselves. I have the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue. Wow, they flew out. Wow, so there's a time to move on today. Yeah, and the Chariot as well. Definite movement. There's a realization that comes around that some relationships in your life, having this new feeling of psychic awareness and wanting to be uniquely yourself. You're sitting with the fact that some of these relationships aren't really serving you, and there's a wanting to transform that. So we have the Eight of Summer, which is the Eight of Cups. It says a desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. That's the transformational energy of Pluto. And Uranus. Uranus is like the tower in the tarot, so sudden shifts, realizations, epiphanies, breaking down of old painful stories, old outdated behaviors and patterns. The Chariot. Success comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. This is the card of Cancer as well, so could be dealing with a Cancer because you have water there too. So the universe has your back when you've got the Chariot, when you pull the Chariot, that understanding when you do move, when you do, trust your intuitive knowing with all this watery energy around, that the universe will conspire to help you. It's all about trusting your intuition. Moon in Pisces, Venus Scorpio, Mercury Scorpio, getting to the depths of who you are, those deep feelings, that deep inner knowing, that all-knowing aspect that we all have. Trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. Take some time to meditate today. It may be where you get the information to just, this is enough. It's time to feel into something new. It's a time to move. It's a time to make a clear decision, to take that step forward, to allow yourself to be guided, to surrender to where you are being guided to go. Yeah, we have another 8. 8 is all about power. Do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. So this is about really tapping into where you're focusing. Where are you putting your energy? Are you putting it on your craft? Are you moving forward with your creative pursuits? Are you trusting in the guidance that you've been given with regard to your creative projects? Are you allowing yourself to be led? Yeah. And we have the King of Spring. This is the King, this is the King of Pentacles. This is financial abundance. So working on your creativity will lead to full financial abundance. Everything you need in the physical world, see it, hear it, taste it, touch it, smell it, world. Everything you need, but the King of Spring knows that if it all drops away, if it all disappears, that he's fine, he's still grounded and centered and whole, because he knows that he is his own richness. He has the ability to create anew, because he's really tapped into his creative potential, walked away from anything that was draining, taking way too much of that energy, moving forward with your dreams and goals to reach, it says, a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. And we have the 9 of Spring as well, which is independent financial abundance, independence, self-love, taking care of yourself physically, your body, really doing what you can health-wise, every level, mind, body, spirit. Cleansing your body, getting enough sleep, having beautiful sea salt baths, swimming in fresh lakes and streams or the ocean. Just loving yourself. Protect the fruits of your labors. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. Wow. So this is a different take again. And straight away I'm hearing veganism. Just touch on this briefly. There's something that is a huge awareness in me, and I guess this is the Sun in Libra opposing Uranus and Taurus. I feel like I need to express this. I want to express my individuality here about environmental conservation and what that means. And it means for us to all, each of us, take a really good look at what we are doing today and how it impacts the planet as a whole. We might think we're one person and what we do doesn't matter. It really does, especially with regard to what you eat. A lot of us aren't aware that the greatest cause of environmental degradation in the world is eating meat and dairy. So many of our rainforests, trees, our waterways, our trees are getting chopped down to graze beef or grow crops for cattle to eat. And so much water is used. You only have to drive through somewhere where it's in a bit of drought. Like I remember driving through New Zealand, all the outer paddocks were all dry and brown, crispy. And then you drive past a dairy farm with massive sprinklers going. Everything is lush and green. All of that water has been taken from local creeks and waterways to make sure there's enough lush grass for the cows to eat. So we all have bovine milk to drink. And it's a really interesting thing. Why do we think cow milk is good for us? Cow milk is for baby calves. It's actually really mucus forming in our bodies. There's so many delicious nuts and seeds we can use to make milk that use less water to grow and are environmentally sustainable. Anyway, that's all I'm really going to say about it. Because of the 9 of Spring that come up, I was guided to say this. This is my truth. You don't have to agree, it doesn't really matter. I'm just here to express my authenticity, and you can take what you want from it. But, You know, we can't claim to care about the environment and eat meat and dairy. The two, they just don't go together. If we really care about the environment, we will be really mindful about what we're ingesting moment to moment, day to day. Everything does make a difference, yeah? So there's a lot of different messages here, but it's all about trusting your own inner knowing, and there's a real sense of leaving behind things that don't serve you, and that could be, you know, leaving behind a diet that doesn't serve you. That could be leaving behind people, because we have Sun in Libra, we have, you know, Venus retrograde. It's really looking at your relationships and are they serving you? You have that psychic ability today to get to the heart of that. You have a child's love here. The love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. Yes, they sure do. They sure do. I have to share this today, like a couple of things. I've got a very aware little, just turned 4-year-old. He's a 9 in numerology, as am I, so we vibe really well. This morning I woke to him putting his hands over me going, I'm just giving you an energy healing, Mummy. And yes, I do it for him, but just the spontaneity and the love that comes out of him just is overwhelming. I mean, it's just that feeling of that connectedness, that soul connectedness, and he feels it as well on a really psychic level, which is the moon in Pisces, also Neptune in Pisces. Also that Mercury in Scorpio energy. And just the feeling today, he took my hand at one stage and he grabbed it and he said, can you feel my heart, Mommy? And my heart skipped a beat. It's like, oh, kidding? Just looked at him with utter awe and wonder and like, wow. He is his own Lily, and the connection we have is like nothing else. And every day I feel extremely grateful for this child's love, and I mean we feel into that as well, being children of, you know, our parents, and maybe we don't have the greatest relationships with them, but it is still that unconditional love that exists there. And no matter what type of parent they have been, you know, they've brought you through this lifetime, and I believe that we choose our parents for the lessons we need to learn anyway. It's always perfect. So I've been told to pick one more because not everyone has children, and, you know, not everyone has the greatest relationship with their parents either, yeah? So I have inspired passion. Life devoid of passion can be boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is the time to reignite your passions and join life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. Well, there's such a sacredness in these connections. Like, there's a sacredness that's creativity, like we're creating bobbies, creating human life, sacred, and all of your creative projects are sacred. This is the 8 of Autumn energy. It's allowing things to drop away that have been stealing your time. What's been stealing your time? Is it worth it? Is it worth putting energy into perhaps these relationships? These things that aren't really emotionally fulfilling you, you're leaving them behind to move towards a more passionate future, your creative expression, yeah, and it's going to lead you to a sense of a real sense of independence, a sense of power, inner power, solar plexus power. This is solar plexus power. This is having the fire within you to burn through anything that's blocking you, that's stealing your energy, and tapping into that deep knowing of the High Priestess to understand that the universe has your back. Wherever you're going, you're going to be guided and doors are going to open magically for you. So, I hope you had an amazing Sunday. These energies will go into tomorrow, and yeah, we have the moon moving into Aries. You will feel this shift tomorrow evening. Yeah, you'll feel this shift. So enjoy this watery realm of Pisces. Tap into your psychic, intuitive nature. It's going to be great for you to do some meditation tonight, tomorrow, to really hear that guidance, to really understand, and tapping into that deeper part of yourself, that all-knowing aspect of yourself. It will guide you in the right direction if you trust and open up to it. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.